Hello, Wisconsin. Hello, Hawaii. Hello, Abtomla. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for another deep Reiki healing. This time, tonight, we're focused on the sacral chakra. Hey, Magda. Hey, from Chicago. Hello, Minnesota. Hello, Milady Creates. It's so nice to see you all again. Hey, Christy. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here tonight. Being here with your beautiful energy. Hey, from New York. Magda's at work. That's cool. Tonight, we are working with the frequency of 417 hertz. It's one of the lower frequencies on the solfeggio scale. It's tied to the sacral chakra. Hey, your hippie friend. I had a fantastic day today. Thank you so much. I hope you had a fantastic day as well. Hey, Northern Virginia and Pennsylvania. You guys are so kind and wonderful. Today was my mom's birthday. She turned 59, although I got her candles, which said that she was turning 24. She had a lovely chocolate cake. What's up, blue hair? No, my mom, her birthday definitely did happen today. That is a true statement. Thank you so much, everyone. But yeah, I got her this heart-shaped labradorite stone. And a nice card and a balloon. Good day today. Thank you so much, everyone. Hello, girl and cats. Hey, Tegan, you're new. Welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lewd Bones. Gonna make me blush over here. But yeah, it was a wonderful day. So yeah, labradorite is really, really wonderful and powerful. I have a few labradorite pieces that I really love. But as I was saying, and thank you guys, as I was saying, tonight we're focused on work with the frequency of 417 hertz. 417 hertz is a great frequency for clearing out and removing negativity in your body, in your life, and in your space. It works with the sacral chakra. It's great for facilitating change. So it kind of clears out the stuff that's not supposed to be there, and it makes room for new opportunities and wonderful change to take place. So that's the frequency track that we're listening to tonight. And I'm also going to bring out a little tuning fork in the solfeggio frequency of 417, so let's give that a listen. Let me know what you guys think. So if you have anything that's in your life that you need to let go of, any negativity you might have picked up throughout your day, or anything you might be holding on to, you can listen to this frequency, let it melt away for your greatest and highest good. Oh, that's amazing. I have a wand. I have a video posted with this wand, but it has a beautiful labradorite stone in it. Hey, Richard. I see Lando Music popped in. It's so good to see you, my brother. Thanks for being here. If you guys are new here, please go give Lando Music a follow. The man is absolutely fantastic. Had another wonderful live stream last night singing, doing guitar covers. But here, this is my labradorite stone. that I have with me. I'm trying to make it gleam. It's a really nice piece. Anyway, let's listen to some 417. Thank you so much. You guys are so wonderful, and it's alright if this is making you tired. Reiki can be a wonderfully relaxing and comforting energy. It's beautiful. It's divinely and unconditionally loving. Sometimes I yawn at the sound of my own voice. You might catch that. You might catch me doing that later. Thank you, Float Indigo. You're so kind. And thank you, everyone, for all the follows tonight. You guys are so incredibly wonderful. My name is Matt, and welcome if you're new here. I'm a Reiki master here on TikTok, bringing people together, connecting people in beautiful, sacred spaces, healing, spiritual growth. 2 moms, 2 cats. I literally feel that energy so strong through the screen. It's the thing about Reiki energy and just energy in general, guys. It's not bound by the laws of time and space as we know it. I set the intention to send Reiki energy to the collective, that whoever comes by receives exactly what they need to in this moment for their highest good. And the Reiki energy, which comes from Source, from the highest spiritual realms, does all the rest, intuitively knows where to go. It's an intelligent, unconditionally loving, healing energy. I don't have my own studio. Not yet, no. But sincerely, thank you. Thank you for all the follows, everyone. You guys are so wonderful. I'm also on YouTube, if you guys want to check me out there. My YouTube channel is called Spirit Pond, and the link to that is in my bio. Hey, K-Bugs Mom. Welcome back. M-double-I-D, did I say that right? I'm doubled. A Reiki practitioner looking to become a master. Well, I spent some time at each level. I spent some time at level 1 before I moved on to level 2. And I spent some time at level 2 practicing before I moved on to level 3. And that's okay. Dan, the same for you. No worries. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and that's the beautiful thing about being human. Not everything is for everyone, but and we're in a free realm to express that, but that's good. Much love to you anyway, brother. But yeah, so I spent some time at level 2 before I felt like I was ready to move on to level 3. And I think let your intuition guide you, because you'll know when you feel ready to move on to level 3. I spent a lot of time practicing what I learned in level 2, so practicing the symbols, practicing sending Reiki at a distance, practicing sending Reiki to different things like that. Hey, girl and her dogs. It's like there's a girl and her cats and a girl and her dogs. That's wonderful. It's like 2 sides of the coin right there. Hey, Curry, welcome to the live. Curatio Willow is another wonderful healer on TikTok that you guys should go check out. And I'm still going to send an email. I've gotten very lost in my things, Curry. I still mean to get back to you on that. So what was I saying? I spent some time at level 2 practicing everything that I learned before I felt intuitively ready to move on to level 3. So I would say commune with your spirit guides, speak to your higher self, speak to the universe, and when you're ready, the right teacher will manifest themselves for you. At least that's how it worked for me. Thank you so much, guys. There's 3 levels in Usui Reiki, which is what I'm trained in. Level 1, which is also called Shoden, Japanese. Level 2 is Okuden, and level 3 is Shinpiden. Or level 1, 2, and 3. Level 3 being the master teacher level, where you learn how to attune others as well as teach Reiki. Dripped out birdie. Thanks for being here. I'm glad you had a great day. Thank you, PRDR12. You guys are so kind and so wonderful. Keep having visions about an owl. That is very interesting. I actually saw an owl when I was in upstate New York recently. And I don't see owls very often. I don't know about that off the top of my head, but I suggest usually when I see animals that kind of stick out to me, I'll just do a little search, look up some spirit animals, and see what owl brings up for you, see if it resonates. You know? An owl was watching you meditate the other day and you made a video. That's really cool. Thanks for the paper crane, girl and cats. Much love to you. Oh, and I'm Julia. I think I said that right. Thanks for the snowboard. You're so kind. And I Amp 6, welcome. What about if you keep dreaming about water or an ocean? I would recommend you look those up online because I don't feel qualified to interpret your dreams for you. I believe dream interpretation is a very personal, very subjective experience that involves really feeling into the emotions and what you felt, what you experienced, and the visions that you saw. So I encourage you to do some research on your own. But I'll keep sending the love and the healing because I know that your higher self will guide you to the answers that you seek. Thank you for the ring compliment. I appreciate you. And hey, April and Fairy Abby, thank you so much for coming, being here. Such good energy in here tonight. So much love. How did I decide what type of Reiki to train in? Very good question. Well, Richard, Orlando Music, who was in here earlier, I was sitting in his garage. We were sitting in his garage together, and we simply asked the universe that if the universe wanted us to learn Reiki, may we find a Reiki master teacher who could guide us along our path. And we found a Reiki master very quickly. And it ended up being Usui Reiki, but I guess it could have ended up being another type just as easily, but I believe that is what I was led to. You remember that, don't you, Richard? Yeah. Snake bite, that makes me happy. Or migraine has faded. Hello there, Siddles. Did I say that right? I'm glad you're here. I really am. Thanks for the follows, guys. Really, really appreciate you joining me on this beautiful journey. This is definitely classified as a type of ASMR, but that energy that you feel, that beautiful, warm, comforting, and loving healing energy that's Reiki, you can definitely feel that tactily as tingles Thanks for the roses, girl and cats. I appreciate you so much. But this is beautiful energy that comes straight from Source. It is divine. It is pure, unconditional love. Flows between us all and intelligently goes to wherever it is needed most. All you need to do is to allow it into your life. It flows where it needs to go. I think, very good question, Anna. My favorite thing about Reiki is probably the fact that you can put it into food and water. Charge up your food and water with divine love. It's a very interesting comment that I'm not going to read out loud, but that's nice. Thanks for all the follows, guys. You guys are wonderful. You had a weird week so far? Sometimes it's just like that, you know? Sometimes it's hard to see the lessons that the universe is trying to teach us or what we're trying to be shown. But rest assured that no matter how weird your week is, that your guides are there looking out for you. The universe always has your back and always has your best interests at heart. Hey, Brittany, good evening. Thanks for being here. By the way, guys, if you're just coming in here, welcome. We're listening to a beautiful 417 hertz frequency. This is great for releasing negativity. Some people are trying to release their negativity on us, and that's perfectly okay. It's part of the human experience. But this is a frequency that's great for releasing negativity, releasing energy that no longer serves us, clearing away that energetic clutter and making room for beautiful change to come into our life. Oh, thanks, Caitlin. And I'm sorry if I'm not reading all your comments. I try to get to as many as I can, but sometimes I talk too much. Thanks for the follows, guys. You guys are so amazing. My name is Matt, by the way, and I have a YouTube channel called Spirit Bond. I'm going to start streaming there Reiki healings during the day, and I've got a bunch of Reiki healing videos, and the link is in my bio if you want to check it out. I had an odd dream last night. I have a lot of odd dreams quite frequently, sometimes recurring dreams. But there's what I've learned through my best friend Morgan, our hypnotherapy classes. We have venting dreams at night where our subconscious kind of processes and lets go of things that we're holding on to. So a lot of times I'll have dreams where I'll be back at my old job and I'm processing things, or dreams where I'm back in the military but I have long hair. It's really strange. Thank you, Queer Kid. Much love. You guys are so wonderful and kind, and I really, really appreciate it. You know, Reiki energy and Reiki healings, any type of energetic healing will also give you some vivid dreams, because when we have this healing energy coming into our life, coming into our space, oh Lord, thank you for the love you. I love you too. When we have this beautiful healing energy coming into our life and it goes where it needs to go, it clears out stuff that we need to release that we don't even know that we're holding on to. And a lot of times we can experience that release. We can experience it physically. Sometimes we might have some GI discomfort. We might have heat or tingles. We might have phantom pains as we're releasing this energy. Sometimes we'll have old emotions and memories come up to the surface. Thank you for the chill, girl and her dogs, much love. Oh, and thank you for the chill. My blue tattoo and the finger heart, Pamela. Wow, that was great. I was living my dream as that one guy from the movie The Big Lebowski who sits at the bar. You know what I'm talking about? Forget his name. Blake Doctor, thank you so much for the hat and mustache. What was I saying? So yeah, as we're releasing, that energetic release can come about in all kinds of different ways, and one of the ways is through dreams. So I do encourage you guys, keep a dream journal. Write down those dreams. Write down the symbols so you can come back to them. It'll enhance your dream recall over time, especially if you wake up right after a vivid dream and you have like a notepad or a journal right by your bedside with a pen, pencil, and you write it down as much as you can remember in as many details. It'll definitely enhance your dream recall and even encourage lucid dreaming, deeper and more vivid dreams. Hey, little Poochie Pie, and thank you for the hand heart. And thank you for the ASMR time. Much love. I can definitely show you some of the symbols, but I don't believe that you'll be able to use them as effectively without being attuned to Reiki, but I could still show you some if you want. But yeah, a lot of this healing process, receiving and feeling the Reiki, is about that release. Because as human beings, since we go through our childhood and as we move into adulthood, we tend to hold on to a lot of things. And those can be traumas, it can be other people's perceptions of us, it can be energies, it can be attachments that people put on us unwittingly, that we form through relationships and social interactions. And this stuff can certainly cause blockages in our body, and it can lead to disease and disorder in our systems. Thank you so much, Lanny, for the flowers. Much love, and Honey Ice Strip for the fire. You guys are so wonderful. And thank you for all the follows. Girl and Cats just sent me a panda. I love it. He's wearing sunglasses. Fantastic. Thank you. You guys are so kind. Thank you so much. And so yeah, by the time we get to adulthood, it's quite common to be holding on to a lot of baggage, a lot of emotions, a lot of energy, and blockages. Sometimes we have overactive chakras, sometimes we have blocked chakras, and our flow of energy can be quite diminished. But through this healing, it's all about release. It's about letting in love. And it's about releasing what no longer serves us. Thank you so much, Nee. I'm going to butcher this probably. Bruinha? Did I say that right? It sounded like it might have been Portuguese. I don't want to assume, but I don't know. I try to pronounce it the best I can. Hey, honey on the toast. I've become aware of some uncomfortable patterns I've been holding on to since childhood. That's great. That is so great, because so many of us stay locked in our egos and never even become aware or self-aware of those negative patterns that are influencing our lives in a way that's less than desirable. It is Portuguese? Wow. I intuited that correctly. So as adults, as soon as we can become self-aware enough to realize that we might be self-sabotaging our relationships or our lives in different ways through these patterns brought on by traumas, it's up to us to do the difficult work to heal from those patterns so they don't affect our relationships. You know what I mean? It's definitely not an easy journey, but it is a beautiful one. And in my opinion, it's really the only one that's really worth taking. It's the most important work worth doing while we're alive on planet Earth for such a brief time that we're here. So blessed and so grateful to be here. But that shadow work, that digging deep, unlocking your true potential, which you might be keeping shut up behind doors of trauma or behind walls of pain. Thank you for the roses. Girl and cats. Exmo Witch Jen, thank you so much for coming. Welcome back. It's so good to see you. Good evening, Michelle. But I think it's some of the most important work that we can do. What's up, Jade Prince? Don't worry, my hands are clean. Hey, Kylie, thank you so much for the big love. And how are you doing this week, Jen? I hope you're having a great week. I'm doing fantastic, Stephanie. How are you doing? Thank you for all the follows, guys. You guys are truly amazing. Ambi Bambi, why is this so soothing? We're channeling Reiki in here, Jade Prince. And Reiki is a wonderful, unconditionally loving, divine healing energy that comes straight from Source. Source, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it. It's healing, it's loving, and as a Reiki practitioner, Reiki master, I've been trained and attuned to channel this beautiful energy from Source to wherever I send it. I send it right now to all of you wonderful people, and I set the intention that anyone who's here right now, even however brief, may receive exactly what they need to receive for their greatest and their highest good. Reiki's wonderfully intelligent and intuitive energy flows exactly where it needs to go into our lives, into our bodies, to promote healing, to help us release emotional baggage and old stuck energies that we might be holding on to. It encourages us to heal, it raises our vibration, it helps us relax, be comforted in times of stress, and it reminds us that we are all beautifully and divinely connected, not only to Source, but to each other. That's a really wonderful thing. It reminds me, and it reminds all of us, that we are all soul family here on Earth. But I appreciate you coming through. That's really great. Even though I come from a Christian background, I was raised Roman Catholic, but over time, I kept an open mind. I never felt vibey with Roman Catholicism, ever. It was kind of something I was forced to do when I was a kid. Thank you, Ramona Jones. And hey, welcome, Jester. I see you. So good to see you, my friend. Much love to you. But yeah, I was kind of forced into it. And as I grew older, I maintained an open mind, and I listened to so many different stories and spiritual modalities, religions, systems of belief. I kind of adopted a mindset that there's grains of truth embedded in all sorts of belief systems. And I kind of just take what resonates with me, And Reiki is something that resonated with me right from the start.
The always ready for breakfast deal.
Going to bed already?
Yep.
What is this? Hold up.
Exactly what you promotion day.com. A multi-course menu. Cards issued.
That's the last time I use that track. Hey, are you guys ready for a multi-course meal? Like, no. Wow. Sometimes I was using a very I was using a new healing track and was not aware that was going to be there, but that's good. That's fun. But yeah, anyway, the track that we are listening to is a 417 hertz frequency. If you guys don't know about 417 hertz, have a snack after the healing. Absolutely, your body needs to be nourished after powerful energy work like this. Make sure you hydrate lots. Yeah, 417 hertz, if you guys haven't heard me talk about it already, it's great for releasing negativity, any negative energy that we're holding on to in our lives, in our space, in our bodies. Connects, helps us rebalance our sacral chakra, and helps make way for beautiful change to come into our lives. Helps facilitate that change. Hey, Faded Echo 1982, welcome. Oh, thank you, Honey Ice Drip. Much love to you. You guys are so cool. You guys are so wonderful. The energy is so good in here tonight. Thanks for the fire too, Honey Ice Drip. And I do apologize that I'm not able to read all your guys' wonderful comments. Sometimes they just move too fast and I talk too much. Love valerian root. Valerian root is wonderfully relaxing. I have this lucid dreaming tea that I picked up from a apothecary called Anima Mundi Herbals. I don't know if you guys have heard from it. I'm actually seeking out a partnership with them because I love them so much. Anima Mundi Herbals, and I bought some lucid dreaming tea. And they have a wonderful adaptogenic mushroom blend which blends 7 different powerful mushroom adaptogens with a bit of cacao powder. It's great for waking up in the morning. The lucid dreaming tea, it hasn't induced a lucid dream yet, but it is wonderfully relaxing and has led to a lot of vivid dreams. Jatana Marie, thank you for the paper crane. If I get up to 16, I'm going to use my singing bowl, but I'm probably going to use the singing bowl anyway before the end. I believe it's lion's mane. Hey Tanya, new kids on the block. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Much love to you. And thanks Gabby for the cat paws. My name is Matt, by the way, in case you didn't already glean that information from my name being up there on the screen. But I'm a Reiki master here on TikTok. And I'm just here to help connect people, find healing, nourish their souls and their spirits, remind us of our divine heritage, and help us as a collective of humans raise our frequency and vibration, raise the frequency of the planet, and ascend to higher states of consciousness. My goodness, Girl and Cats, thanks for the paper cranes. Thank you so much. Thank you, Michelle. Much love to you. Thank you, Tanya. I really appreciate you saying that. I do believe that nothing happens by coincidence, that the places that we're drawn to were not brought there by accident. I used to know how to make paper crane origami, but I'm not sure I remember how to do that anymore. Synchronicities. Your guides, your wonderful spirit guides will lead you to the places that you need to be for your highest good. How many of you out there talk to your spirit guides? You guys have a good relationship with them? They're there. Whether you see them or perceive them or not, we're assigned them at birth, before birth, as a matter of fact. And they work with us over the course of our lifetimes, guiding us or helping us learn the life lessons that we came here to learn and have the experiences that we need to have for the edification of our soul every day. Yeah, it's beautiful synchronicities. And thank you, Jester, for hyping me up. Your body is aching and you're crying. You might be experiencing an emotional release. And as I was mentioning earlier, when we're experiencing a powerful Reiki healing, and especially this healing in particular, because we're using a 417 hertz frequency, this frequency is designed to help us release negativity and release emotional baggage and things we're holding on to that we don't need to hold on to anymore. Helps us facilitate change to come to our lives. But sometimes to make room for new things to come in, we have to let go of the old that's no longer serving us. And sometimes as we release that energy, it can be accompanied by an emotional release like crying, or sometimes aches and pains for sure, sometimes a little stomach discomfort. Hey, Psychic Bear Ryan, I love you too, brother. Thank you for being here tonight. It's good to see you again. So just be gentle. Be gentle to your body during this period of healing and emotional release. Thank you for the paper crane whispering shadow. Hey, Agnes, much love. I think I missed a question up there. I'm so sorry. And sometimes, yeah, crying is a wonderful emotional release. Sometimes you just need that in your life, you know? Thank you, Agnes, for the cat paws. 13 of them. Thank you so much. Jatana Marie, thank you for the paper crane. We achieved our live goal. I'm going to break out the singing bowl now. The singing bowl is actually for our heart chakra. So you can listen to it, put a hand over your heart, breathe it in. Why does every crystal energy dude have long hair? Now, that's a funny story, Zach, because when I started growing my hair out, it was actually because I wanted to be a rock star. And I was listening to a lot of Def Leppard and Motley Crue, and I wanted to be like one of them, so I started growing my hair out. I stopped cutting it in 2019, but then I just, I don't know. There's a connotation there, for sure. I'm a huge Def Leppard fan. I know this is off topic. Recently, I had a chance to see them in Pittsburgh as part of their stadium tour. I saw Def Leppard and Joan Jett and Motley Crue and Poison. Absolutely phenomenal show. Yeah, I stopped cutting it in 2019. And it's been growing ever since. Not from Pittsburgh. I'm from New York originally, but I live in New Jersey currently. Your mom went to that show, Jen? Sick. It was such a good show. But hey, period Christy, I got my rings from all over the place. Some I've had since I was really young, and I got in California. Some of them I got in Arizona. Some I got in Vermont. Some I got right here in Jersey. So all over the place. Oh, Agnes, you're in Jersey. That's really cool. I like it here. There's so many beautiful gardens and parks and things to do. I'm in central New Jersey, and that's as much in detail as I'm gonna go. Wisp Jester is also from Jersey, cool. Middlesex, it's not too far. Not too far from me. I appreciate you so much. There are a lot of toxic people. You know what though? The toxic people are the ones that need healing the most. The ones who are toxic and exhibit toxic behaviors are ones that suffer a lot. You know, the best thing you can do is show them love, but don't let them into your life, and don't let their energy commingle with yours, you know. But you could always show them love, because they are suffering. Oh, Z baby, I appreciate you. But I'm not going to say the town or the county or the area I live in. The great thing about doing this is that we gather together from all over the country, even all over the world. And this Reiki energy flows instantaneously and effortlessly from source to me to you and all in between. I know you're not talking about texting me. Nobody has my number. What's up, Swarmy Swarm? You're watching from St. Louis, Missouri? That's wicked. I've never been to St. Louis, but I've heard good things. Any books I recommend for meditation or relaxation? I personally really enjoyed The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. I've heard he has a book called The Fifth Agreement, which is also worth reading. But meditating on the Four Agreements has definitely helped me get over a lot of stuff. Jester has my number. Jester does. You can text me anytime, big guy. Oh my goodness. You guys are awesome. But the Four Agreements, meditating on the Four Agreements, really helped me help let go and not take things personally so much. So yeah. Foodie Queen is asking me what exactly is Reiki. Reiki is a healing, unconditionally loving energy that comes directly from Source. And as a Reiki master, a Reiki practitioner, I'm trained and attuned to channel that energy, facilitate healing to take place. It goes wherever it needs to go for people's greatest and highest good. It lifts us up and buoys us in our personal lives, in our professional lives, in our body, and in our energy, in our relationships. It's a beautiful, loving energy. It's divine. And you could send it to wherever you wish it to go. You could send it to your past to heal your inner child. Send it to a past version of yourself experiencing trauma. Charge your food and drink in crystals. Send it to your future goals. Send Reiki to your pets. Truly limitless. Thank you, Z baby. I'm trying my best. You guys make it easy though. You guys are really wonderful. You guys bring wonderful, beautiful energy in here. And lots of love. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate all of you. You guys are so kind. If you guys are new here, I'll mention once again, I also have a YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. It's called Spirit Pond, and there I have a lot more Reiki healing videos that are longer than the ones that I post on TikTok, and they're for a wide variety of situations. I also post a lot of my TikTok videos there as Instagram or YouTube shorts, I should say. I'm going to start doing live streams on there as well. Thank you, Agnes. Oh, you checked me. I'm so appreciative of you guys and so grateful. Thank you, little Capricorn cutie. I appreciate that so much. And thanks, Gabby, for the chill and the rose. And Milady, thank you for the rose. You guys are so wonderfully kind. I appreciate all the gifts. You guys don't need to give me anything, but I appreciate it very much. Hey, Monkey. Thank you for coming. Welcome. Someone made it here before I finished, but I missed. Who said that? I'm so sorry. Thanks for being here. Always arrive right in divine timing. But yeah, I'm going to start bringing these Reiki healings to YouTube very soon. And also very soon I'm going to start offering private distance Reiki healing. So if you guys are interested in that, stay tuned for more information regarding that, and I'll post the information probably in my link tree once I get it sorted out. So if you guys are having a particular issue or an ailment where you need Reiki in your lives, I can offer a private distance healing session for you guys. And yeah, sound healing meditations are wonderful. I have some sound baths up there as well, and a lot of times I'll be doing sound baths right here on TikTok. They're wonderful. I haven't brought out my set of singing bowls, but maybe we'll do that tomorrow night. We'll have a sound bath. I'll make an event for it. Thank you so much for the kind words. You guys are so cool. You guys have beautiful energy too. I can so feel the love in here. It's very powerful. It's very relaxing and it's very healing. Use a little selenite too. Selenite is a great cleanser, and as we listen to our 417 hertz frequency, which is doing that work, helping us let go of negativity, helping us release any energies or emotions that are stuck, the selenite will aid in cleansing and purifying and sweeping away those energies that are not meant for us anymore. All in divine timing, Angel Campos, or Angel, if I said that right. Angel or Angel, however you prefer be pronounced. But I'm glad you're here. Divine timing in everything, no coincidences. Elite vibrations. That's a great way to put it. Really great way to put it. So I love using selenite. Sweeping myself with selenite. Selenite's really great for purifying crystals and cleansing crystals. If you place crystals near the selenite, it's also great putting it over your doors and windows to keep any unwanted energies from getting into your living space. I'm glad to hear that, Florida Kiwi. That's great. Miss Fitar to Star, did I say that right? That's a tough one for me to pronounce. Thanks for the finger heart, Jester. I love you, man. Jester's been one of my earliest supporters on TikTok Live, and we go way back. Streaming on Theta TV. Jester's a great human being. black tourmaline and selenite on your front door. You know what's up already. There is a lot of energy flowing through, but I do feel so peaceful. Misfit RT Star. Okay. Sometimes when it's all lowercase, it trips me up a little bit. We found a natural selenite, Sedona. I love Sedona. I've been up to Sedona several times when I used to live in Arizona. Wonderful place. Energy there is incredible. There's a really great restaurant when you're in Sedona, and it's called Chocolate Tree. They have a fantastic selection of herbs and tinctures, as well as amazing food and beverages. They've got a fantastic chaga tea, and they've got wraps and sandwiches. Jerome is fantastic too. I think I have pictures. I don't know if I still have pictures on my Instagram of my trip to Jerome, but it's a wonderful town. There's it's crazy because there's a basketball court that I saw kids playing basketball when I was in Jerome, and it literally looks out over this crazy desert vista, and it's just fantastic. I didn't get a chance to check out the Grand Hotel, but I know there's a lot of spiritual activity there. But yeah, I love Sedona. Vibes there are wonderful. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Jen, you can absolutely do Reiki if you're an empath. There's always a risk with being an empath and taking on other people's energy. But as long as you set an intention, you have a great energetic shield, and you ground, cleanse yourself before and after, I don't see a problem. But generally in Reiki, there's nothing transferred personally from me to you or vice versa. It's just the flow of that divine love and the healing energy. I miss the West too. I lived in California for 7 years. I miss it a lot. I did a lot of skateboarding and longboarding up and down the Strand. Absolutely, Jester. I have a video on YouTube and on TikTok about crafting a simple yet effective energetic shield, if you guys want to check it out. But learning to shield yourself, especially if you're an empath, is very important, because even if you're not an empath, sometimes we could take on unwittingly other people's energies and attachments. So it's good to know how to shield yourself from them. It's good to know how to protect your energy and to release that which no longer serves you. Oh, you're welcome, Jen. You miss Callie and your son who lives there too? I hope you get a chance to visit. Yeah, California was really cool. That's where Richard lives. I spent a lot of my days there. That's where I found Reiki in Huntington Beach. Thanks, Abtomla. Do I say that right? Abtomla? Appreciate you. Yeah, low Capricorn cutie, absolutely. That just goes for anybody, because we are beings of energy. We are creatures of frequency and vibration. Sometimes without meaning to, we pick up on others, and you might be sad or angry or frustrated. It might not even be your emotion that you're experiencing. So releasing is very helpful, very healthy. I'm trying my best, Gabby. I appreciate you. Used to live in Huntington Beach. Huntington Beach was great. I didn't live there, but that's where my Reiki master teacher. Actually, if you're interested, you can check out Huntington Beach Reiki. Carrie Draper is my Reiki master teacher that taught me, and she owns and operates Huntington Beach Reiki, which is where I learned. But I used to live in Anaheim Also in Torrance and Corona, back when I lived in California. Florida Kiwi, that makes me so happy. Much love to you. Please remember, this goes for everyone. Drink lots and lots of water and be gentle to yourselves. You're going to be moving back to Orange County soon. That's great. I loved Orange County. It's funny, I lived in Anaheim. I lived right across the street from Angel Stadium. Never once went to a baseball game. Because, I mean, let's be honest, do I look like the type of guy who watches baseball? Probably not. I mean, I'll get down with it. I think it's alright, but it's not for me. But yeah, I used to tell people that, and they like would become livid. Like, what do you mean you don't go to Angel games? Like, what are you, crazy? Girl and Cats is ready for bed. That's awesome. I'm about ready for bed too, if I'm being honest. Would I be able to elaborate on establishing relationships with spirit guides? There are some really cool meditations that you can look up on YouTube for meeting your spirit guide, guided meditations. But I would reach out to them. I would be like, spirit guides, I'm interested in getting to know you better. Thank you for being in my life, and thank you for supporting me and leading me to where I need to be led. I would love to establish a more close working and personal relationship with you. And you can ask your spirit guides to send you a sign. You can kind of create a sign with them. For me, I look out for things that are purple and penguins. And hokey pokey, you kind of feel it intuitively when it's definitely a sign. It's not something you overthink, but it's something you just kind of feel in your intuition. It kind of pulls at you, pulls at some deeper part of you when you see it or notice it, where it's almost too coincidental, you know. But usually the best signs are received when you ask for them and you kind of go about your day. Don't stress it, don't overthink it, don't be looking out for the sign. Just kind of let it go, let it be. Your guides will usually surprise you. You prefer playing sports over watching. I feel that. Gabby's correct. Angel numbers, repeating numbers are absolutely correct. On the way home from my mom's little birthday celebration, I saw a 444 and then a 777, like right next to each other, two cars driving on either side of me on the highway. And I kind of take it intuitively to mean that my guides are there protecting me, that I'm protected, I am safe, I am provided for, and that beautiful abundance and blessings are flowing into my life. Hey Angel, thanks for coming. It's so good to see you. I am about to end here pretty soon, but I'm happy you can make it in here. Even if you're coming in within the last couple of minutes, the intention is set so that anyone who comes here, for no matter how short, receives exactly what they need to receive for their highest good. Truth speaker, hey. We are channeling Reiki tonight. We were about to be done. I just want to thank everyone for being here tonight. You guys are so cool, so awesome. You guys brought such beautiful and comforting energy. I hope you guys could feel the love in here as strongly as I felt it. I'll be on again tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern to 10 p.m. I think we'll do a sound bath tomorrow, so tune in. Make sure you grab a bottle of water, a pillow, and a blanket and settle in for beautifully relaxing sound healing. And in the meantime, if you guys are interested, please check out my YouTube channel, Spirit Pond. The link is right there in my bio. I'd appreciate it. You could find a bunch of other Reiki healings and sound baths and pre-recorded TikTok live streams for you to peruse through. But I love you guys. Thank you so, so much. Hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful night with a restful sleep and beautiful dreams. And I'll see you all tomorrow night. Bye for now.